Yeah. Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia.
Hello, how are you? Hello,
I'm
everybody.
good. Good, thank you. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you.
So Ethel, we're going to see a slideshow from Sylvia.
That's right. So we're gonna do a share screen
Okay.
for our friend Sylvia to have your details and socials and also go through some of your sample artworks. There we
Okay.
go. Meet Sylvia from Brazil. And in case you have not followed Sylvia, she's on Instagram. That's her handle, her name. And of course, she's also on Facebook. And here we start with this artwork, Sylvia. We'll be happy to hear a line, something about each of the artworks that we have here. We start with this.
Okay. 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 First of all, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Catherine, Angela, and John. It's a pleasure and it's an honor being here with you today. Thank you, Raja. I have many thanks. So great artists here gathered together in this great family. It's very good to be part of it. And okay, I work in a series. So I made a series of fruits and landscapes. Wow, each time it's time for one thing. And now I am with the parrots. And I am very glad I discovered Primatech colors because of its granulation. But first of all, I love the idea of the authentic minerals that the pigment has. And a lot of them came from Brazil, and the parrots are from Brazil too. So I think it's in a sense, it's a very good combination. And the colors of Daniel Smith are so nice, bright and vibrant, and it's so professional that that's why I'm so in love with it. That's the real word. So these parrots, I started painted because of the colors. Um, Nature inspires me so much because sometimes I think that the palette shows the colors of nature, and sometimes it's the opposite. It's some kind of divine feeling that I have. So that's why the parrots right now, because of the colors and because they are so royal. And I know that making research, I saw that many tribes of Indians here in Brazil and in the States, they are kings. I don't know the word in English, but the king of the tribe uses in his head as a crown the feather of these birds. So I am making a like an homage. I don't know if it's correct. Angela, help me. But it's this. It's it's this feeling that moves me painting these
Homage.
birds right now.
That's she need a word. I didn't understand, but okay.
Homage.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this one is the first one of this series, and it was the first that touched me. So I decided I painted, and then I painted this one, and they are always in they are always no they are an endeavor. Is that correct? Like it's almost extinct from the planet. So now we are recovering this bird. So I painted, and then I thought I will follow. I will paint others too. That was the first piece of the birds.
Beautiful.
Okay, and it has a lot of details as the fruits too, because I love finding textures, and also my work is I love to build up lots and lots of layers to get the texture, and I imagine in my mind, well, how this begin, and then I start painting one color after the other until it turns like a texture of the fruit, of the bird, or the wood. So, and that's why, again, I love Daniel Smith pigments because it's fine. So you build the layers layer by layer, and it's amazing. In the end, you can see all the transparency, and you can, form something fresh. Although has a lot of layers, it have a lot of layers. Sorry for my English, so sorry. Sometimes
Your
I,
English is fine.
I'm so sorry. Okay, and this is the coconut too. A lot of texture here. And this work, I work at like making a lot of scratches and the paper that's right there, and I enjoy it so much. And I use it granulated pigments here to get the real texture of the coconut shell.
Makes sense.
Here is yeah, I work more. It's a little bit older than this, the fruits and the parrots. It's a door in France, and also once again, I love the textures. I made this in a cold pressed paper, but again with granulated pigments and lots and lots of details. In the end, I love details. And also contrast and vibrant colors. Yeah, again, this is the same series of the previously one. Lots of details, and I have that patience. I don't know. I love it, and that's why I love watercolor, because you can at the same time you have time and you don't, and I love this balance of working quick and then you add all the details that you want because you also have time. So it's a perfect technique. No, also I like to make contrast with colors. And here is the series of flowers I made 3 years ago. I chose one piece of each, one or two pieces of each series. This is a wet and wet, almost wet and wet work. And all of them, almost all of them, cold pressed paper and the granulated pigments. I love it.
Excuse me, Sylvia, it's a beautiful painting. And what is the size of this picture?
This one is A3, I think. Yeah, wow, I don't know in inches, but it's not a A4.
Oh,
It's
me,
A3.
you can tell me in
About,
centimeter.
okay, it's about 30 centimeters to 40, something
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like working on large formats.
Yeah.
Half sheet. But this one, it's not half sheet, it's a quarter. It's a quarter of sheet.
It's beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
That's the last
Those were
image.
beautiful.
Okay.
So Sylvia,
Okay.
anytime you'd like to start, we'll give you as much time as possible. Your work is just gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Thank you. Thank you. No, but as gorgeous as all these people here, all these artists, great artists that you have. Like, thank you for the opportunity once again. I prepared for today a piece, a parrot, but I have many details. It would take 3 days to paint it. So I painted until one point, and then I left to finish here. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll change my camera. I hope it works. No, it's not working. My God.
Try again.
Okay.
There.
Yeah. It's always like this, right? Okay. Here is the reference, and the colors I used are in the chat. I used Primatech, and also for the birds, I used luminescent because I know you cannot see here in my paper printed reference, but when we look in the screen, there is a wonderful light here and a wonderful light here too. And I wanted to, express this in my watercolor. So I decided to, and I found out that there is the luminescent line from Aerosmith. So I used it. Here is the chart of colors that I used. I will take out the reference now. If I think Ethel has, right? So I
Yeah.
painted all the details. I painted especially for today, and I did all the details. I'll show you. It's I don't know if it's good, but it's a lot of details. I couldn't do everything here, so I prepared. It's my sound. Do you listen me? Do you hear me?
I don't know. We can hear you. I don't know if that's your sound or not, though.
Okay. Okay. Can I start?
Looks and sounds good.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. For I used this for the big wash here. This is the 22 Skoda Perla. I love this Perla brushes. Now I will use the number 10. The paper is Arches. It's a cold pressed paper. And let's go. And okay, here I will not wet, but I will do the first layer with teal. I already painted the small details. Here is everything is made with a very thin brush. And this first layer is very important. I love this brush. It's so good. Okay. And one thing, I'll always paint one area, almost what I can. Let me see if I was clear. Until I can, until I need it wet, then I go to the other area. So here I'm adding manganese blue. because it's the manganese is exactly the color of the feather. Now I will paint this one.
Sylvia, do you
Wow.
use masking fluid?
No, no, I don't. It's rare because I think the masking. I use in certain works like the coconut. I use it for certain fibers. I don't know, and there I use it. Here I didn't because I think sometimes it turns to be a hard edge, and it depends if it's a small area like the eye here. It's okay, I can use a drop or other, but it's not usual in my work, the masking fluid. It's not.
Thank you very much, Sylvia. It's lovely work.
You are welcome.
Sylvia,
Thank
when you
you.
have a moment, would you mind just briefly speaking about your color swatches, the strips of paper that you have your colors on?
Oh yes, it's part of my process of working. Every time before starting a work, a piece like this, I always do a black and white print to see light and shadow. But the most important thing to me is this: is the colors. It's to separate all the colors that I see here, all the colors that I see in the reference. So I do this and I work with this all the time. It's always beside me, and I always trying to mix and see which color, for example, which color is here, which color is here. I'm always trying to find out what color is this one. And it's one thing that I love in Daniel Smith is that you can find, before I had to mix the colors. I had to mix the colors and make a special palette to each work. But now I have all the colors because there is a wide range of colors in Daniel Smith. So it's great. This is great. It's a great thing. Thank you, John and Catherine. You make my work so easier. So it's quite simple here. The weather is good. It's not, drying fast. And I have to work layer by layer because I live here. It's watercolor here, the details. So I have to be very delicate, not to take it out, not wash it out while I make all the layers that I am building here. Once again, I will add more teal. So I can have many colors. I think gives a sensation of depth. Depth, is that correct? Or deep depth, not deep. So
Sylvia, you are good in birds. Stick to this subject.
you too.
From one bird mate to another, huh?
Yeah.
From one bird
I-
to another. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know he painted this series of birds.
Right.
They are
Even you
popular
are doing
in.
good job.
Thank you. I love your work,
Come
Raja.
here.
Yes. Good. Next week in France, right? I'll be in Saint-Thierry. Saint-Thierry. Oh, Saint-Thierry. Okay. Now I will add a little bit of lapis lazuli. Wonderful color. To start making the dark areas. I hope I have time here. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Now I will add some more dark, like it's here. No, a little bit of this beautiful ocean. How is the blue? This one is deep ocean, right? And this one is the electric blue. I will add a little bit of this blue ocean. I know the name. It's here. It's I love knowing all the names. Duochrome of oceanic. Oceanic. Thank you, John.
Sylvia,
Thank
how
you.
many hours have you put into your painting already?
Okay, here it's like I use it to calculate. You can put like 20 hours here, easy, because I start and then I stop, and like it's 3 days, but not working only in this. So it's see, it's amazing. I hope you can see the vibrancy of the color. It's amazing because it gives the natural appearance of the feather. As here, I added, I don't know if the video helps me to show you this, but it's amazing. I will add a little bit more here. It's all the time. It's beautiful because it's gold and green, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. Now this iridescent electric blue.
Sylvia, there's a question, and I think it might have been referring to some of the pictures in your slideshow at the beginning. But
Okay.
someone's wondering, did you scratch the paper on some of those photos? And if so, how do you do that?
I scratch it, yeah, the paper, and I will show you. I think I have here.
Thank you.
It's here. It's a note. It's this yeah, it's this but it's so old, and the point is not that, it's not pointy. It's like round. so many times I have used it, so it's a little bit round. And then I scratch with this. I
So
love wood.
basically it's a dull box cutter.
Yeah,
That's cool. Thank you.
yeah, welcome. Sometimes I use whatever I have in my in my desk here, and now I will make darker tones, and sometimes I really need French ultramarine with burn umber to get a dark color. It's always in my work, this two colors, because for neutrals, I love graduating my neutrals with French ultramarine and burn umber or burnt sienna, both. I use a lot to make the dark part of my painting. Okay, and now here, as I have many layers above, I can work pretty calmly, and the beautiful shade. I'm trying to run here. So sometimes at this point, I use a hair dryer so I can work more easily, a little bit more blue. Now here. Okay. Now I will add a little bit more of the electric. Hope you're hearing me well, because
Very
it's a
fine.
silence. Yes. Okay. It's very silent. Okay.
Because we're so
We're engrossed.
Okay.
I know there were a lot of comments in the beginning about
Oh, really?
don't worry about, they were saying don't worry about your English because art
Oh,
is the international language. So you're doing great.
thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to paint and think in English, but it's okay. I'm getting used to it. I have to wait a little bit so it dries and I can make more details.
Sylvia, even for us
Yeah.
artists that speak English normally, painting and speaking at the same time is still
Yes.
a very challenging skill. So you're doing
Isn't
wonderful.
it? Yeah, I am used to do this in Portuguese, but I was afraid. Oh my God, I love to to talk, to speak, to when I teach, I paint and I speak and I talk and I but here today it's a kind of different situation. Now I have to wait a little bit so it will get a little bit darker. And I will show you. I left the paper here, but I work it while it dries a little bit. I work it here with this pencil, this brush, sorry. Just for you to know how is it. And then here I made a big wash, and then I started working hair by hair with this one. It's a brush that loads a lot, and you can keep going and adding the details because it is very, very nice to do the details.
Which
So
brush is that?
it's a Da Vinci. I bought it in France, and it's creative graphic. Da Vinci Maestro.
Da Vinci
saw it and
Maestro. Okay.
Da Vinci
Very nice.
Maestro.
Those are nice
Yeah.
brushes.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? It's so good because you have freedom to work a lot. So
It's
this
a Kolinsky.
yeah, it
Mm.
is. It is. It is a Kolinsky. And
There was a question about how you get your image to the paper. So, for example, do you freehand draw it? Do you use a transfer method?
yeah, well, it depends. For example, here, I observed how it is, and then I draw myself. We started observing the reference, and then I made it. I created because it's much easier than transferring the all. Yeah, it's impossible. So I created, and here too something similar. I draw directly here in the paper, but sometimes I transfer. Okay, because sometimes when I want to be very, very accurate and perfect, then I transfer. But when I'm or I can put the old-fashioned way, drawing
The
like
graph,
with
do a graph. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Gotcha.
it.
So
Yeah, that's
basically
it.
you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I do, really.
Thank you.
I do, as we do here in my country. Basically, it's a little bit of everything. We are always doing miracles.
Maybe that means you're just well balanced.
Yeah. Now I will add a little bit of color, the iridescent electric, so we can have life here. And And this part, it's a different color when we see in a computer, in the monitor with light. It's different from the picture that we print. I always try to follow the reference in the screen, on the screen, sorry, on the screen, because it's the light gives colors that it's different. It's completely different. The colors that we see in a monitor and the colors that we see in a printed paper. So I prefer studying the colors, sometimes in the Adobe Photoshop. Because sometimes we see one thing, but in fact, it's not that color, it's another one. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes our perception of the color is it's a perception of the color that our brain gives us. And it's not. For example, black skin, it has a lot of reds. That's what I mean. And so I like to study the colors in the Photoshop or Procreate, but and then I go to this one is a beautiful color, but after I add these colors, I don't like to cover with the extra fine or Primatech pigments. I like to leave it a little bit more dark here. But drawing is a very important beginning when we are, I think, every time, but especially when you want to do a little realism, when you want to do realism. So it's very important to have a good design, good drawing. And this feathers here, it is they are in a different color. They are more this electric shade of blue, and here those, and they are more green. You know, I don't know if you, yeah, it's a little bit different.
Sylvia, I didn't happen to catch on your dot card. Do you
What?
use Amazonite?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
A little, yeah, I did. In the hair. In the hair. I don't know if this is the hair. I think it's a little feathered too, but I use it here in the passage of the green, and here I use a serpentine green, green apatite, and then the other one to give lights, the Amazonite. Yeah, I should use it, right? Amazonite.
That's
with
right.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's great to have a pigment that can, that's what I said, it's something, it's very divine. That's why nature inspires me so much. Okay, and here we have It's so wet. Still. But I need to darken this. I'm sorry, but I have to change this. Oh my God, no. Yeah, and I always paint from the top to above, from here to here.
Sylvia, about how many
Yeah.
hours do you
What? Okay.
Sylvia, what is the blue pad that you dab your brush on?
Okay. Here.
Please. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sponge.
Is it sponge?
I bought in I bought in Bologna in during Fabriano from Arte Miranda. It's very good because it absorbs like 2 cups of water. You use it and you clean your brush here and you leave the excess of pigment there too. It's so nice.
Sylvia, remind us how
Yes.
long it takes you to do one
Thank
painting.
you.
Okay, 20. One of this 20 hours at least, but I don't do
Wow.
directly. I stop and then I start
Sure.
again because these 2 feathers here, it's the feathers are the easiest part, but here each here see it's one by one and I think it takes a long time. When you see it's gone, time has gone. So like here I am almost done. I know what time is it, but
You have 15 minutes. 15.
okay. Thank you, Leticia, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
But I wanted to, show you this painting done. So that's why I yeah, it's okay here. I can give more electric accent here. It's difficult to see the shining of the painting, isn't it? Just in the video. I don't know if you are if you can see, but it's shining to me here.
Yes, a little bit hard for the mica
Mm.
and the blue to come across video.
Yeah. No. And here I'm doing a texture.
On the beak, did you scratch the white parts out?
No. No. Oh, there it's the white of the paper, and I
Okay.
left there. The thing here is I worked in many layers of black, starting on lamp black. Yes, is it the transparent one? I have the names here until just hold on. Means, yeah, I started the lunar black with the lunar black, and I work ahead in lunar black, and then I worked in after the lunar black a little lapis lazuli. Is that correct? The name lapis lazuli?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, and then I finally worked with the lamp black. Yeah, that's the name, lamp black, and here I used the black, the tourmaline black, genuine, because it's transparent, it's granulated, and it has a shade of green. So I use it here, the tourmaline black, and then here in the back I build up layers, several layers of black. If you, I think we can see there is the layers behind, and then building up with the others. So I'm almost done here. Okay, the details are almost ready. But French ultramarine is very important in my work. Yeah, and I won't give much more details because it's very wet. And here it won't appear. So here it's too wet. After it dries, I will add a little bit more of dark here. So just to make contrast. It's so wet, and I will not turn on the hair dryer on your ears.
So question, those
Yeah.
feathers that you are working on right now, you had some of the lines were already drawn in. Was that pencil or did you do that with a paintbrush?
Paintbrush.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Sylvia, we won't hear the hair dryer if you turn it on. It becomes muted. So go ahead and feel free to use it anytime you want.
Okay, it's yeah. It's so wet here, and I hope it's opening. But it's okay.
Olá, Silvia, uma pergunta em português e depois diga em inglês. Qual é que é o tom que o pigmento que estás a usar para a sombra das penas?
Aqui agora, nesse aqui?
Sim.
Esse o escuro?
Sim.
Burn Number, French Ultramarine.
Ok.
É a mistura dos dois. She asked me which color I am using right now, and I am using Burn Number.
Yeah, for doing the shadows. Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome. So, yeah, the shadows here, I have to wait a little bit more. But that's it. Let's add more shadow here. Yes, I use it more iridescent electric blue here, then here, because they are, and my reference, they are different. And here I use the aquamarine to give more light. I don't need to make any lifting right now. And I like to leave, you know, certain parts like undone, like this, because although I love working more in a more realistic way, I think that this is not a photo. I wanted to have my interpretation, and I want to show that it's watercolor. It has a lot of layers. It has a lot of colors. So I always leave a part of my work like not that much with that much of details, and I like to leave the watercolor to be seen in it, and that's it. And I think I have to stop right now because it's wet. Maybe later I will add a little bit of a darker shade here, but for now it's okay. Otherwise I will overwork. So that's it, my friends. That's the bird. Here are the bird. Here is the bird. Wow, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Question?
I have a new
Beautiful.
appreciation for my parrot.
Wow, he's gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing work. Beautiful.
Beautiful work, Sylvia.
Yes, I know.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing.
Just inspiring,
It
Sylvia.
is. And the feathers look like
Thank
they're
you.
popping out. Yeah. Beautiful, Sylvia.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you
Sylvia,
so much.
Thank you.
Good to see it.
Post the finished work for us.
Sorry.
Will you post
What a
the finished
fantastic
work for us?
painting. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
guys. Thank you
Good
so
job.
much.
Congratulations,
Thank
Sylvia.
you for being
Thank
here.
you so much,
You
Sylvia.
did a great
Thank you.
job.
Hello, Eduardo.
Thank you,
Bye.
Sylvia.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Big family. Thank you. Thank you.